Hello, once again, this is Curly from Enterprise Kia in Enterprise, Alabama. I want to start off by wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I'm going to start off by telling you about this 2020 Kia Rio. This is Kia's entry-level vehicle. However, it is far from entry. This vehicle, for one, is going to do over 40 miles per gallon. I probably sell more of these vehicles than any other Kia on the whole lot. It's the best car for your daughter or son going to college. It's great for that beginner driver. It's also wonderful for that person that's got a big truck or something and just needs to squeeze the gas, because this is going to do over 40 miles per gallon. And at the same time, if you have that young driver, it's also got a 5-star safety rating. This vehicle is something else. I gotta say, for one thing, just by starting by the front, it's beautiful. I mean, look, you got the Kia Tiger grill that you always see on them. You got the beautiful polycarbonated lenses that aren't going to break or crack if rocks fly up and hit it, and it lights up the whole road. Just like every Kia, for one thing, it does have the same 5-mile-per-hour bumper that'll pop in and pop out. For that young driver, you know, that pulls a little too far into the garage or is at college and somebody bumps into him, you're not going to be replacing a bumper. And also, it does have 120 horsepower. But one thing wonderful about this vehicle also, besides how it looks, it's got a 5-year, 60,000 bumper-to-bumper warranty. Anything that goes wrong with this vehicle major is going to be taken care of. And maybe after your kid or whoever gets this vehicle is done with it, and you're going to keep it after 5 years, you got a 10-year, 100,000 powertrain warranty on it. Now, just like all the Kias, for one thing, you got the ABC plus. We know you got A here, B here, C here. You've got the intrusion beams that are on the side and horizontal. And what that does is we know it acts as a roll cage on the vehicle. Not only when you're sitting in it is it going to keep you from getting a bad situation if you get T-boned, but if God forbid a real nasty accident happened, it's got a roll cage just like NASCAR. Now, I don't mean to keep talking about accidents, but I'm going to pop this hood and I want to show you all the safety that goes on under the hood that Kia puts into these vehicles. And the reason why I'm popping the hood and showing you this is because this is the most impressive part about the vehicle. Number one, you got a large heat shield underneath here, which is going to keep all the noise, from the motor coming into the vehicle. But what they do on this vehicle, besides your 5-mile-per-hour bumper, what they put on each side of this motor is called gel motor mounts. And this is where the safety starts on this vehicle. What that does is, God forbid, there's that front-end collision. This motor is designed to drop, go into the hub of the vehicle, and not into the carriage of the vehicle. And then you've got 3 crumple zones right here, which basically makes it crumple like an accordion. And you can definitely see the benefit of the fact that, yeah, if there is a bad accident with this vehicle, and I hope to God there never is, folks, but if there is, the damage is going to be here and not in there. And then also, like every Kia that we have, you got the TP hood with the breakaway latches, so it's going to cover the whole diameter of the windshield. And also, you got a triple laminated windshield, so shards of glass aren't going to penetrate it. And then what I'm going to do too is show you, when you come along the sides, the little things that matter. For one thing, you got a steel rim. I like the fact that you got a steel rim on this vehicle. It holds up better if you're going to hit a pothole. And also, you got breakaway mirrors here. I know I'm going a little fast, but if somebody in school comes by too quick and hits that mirror, you're not going to be replacing it like the old days where it's sitting there hanging and dangling. I'm going to show you the back too. There's a lot to show on this vehicle. You've also got the polycarbonated lights on the back, which means if there is a rock coming up or hitting it, it's not going to break, it's not going to chip. You've also got the 5-mile-per-hour bumper. And unlike Honda and Toyota, how on their entry-level vehicles, they like to put a tire mobility kit, a little fix-a-flat on steroids that might get you going where you need to go. Rio still gives you a full diameter spare. And not just a donut, a little donut to get you 50 miles. If you're taking that long trip and you do get a flat, you can throw that on. And you can even call your roadside assistance, because for the next 5 years, you got roadside assistance. They'll come and put that tire on. You're still going to get to your destination before you repair that tire. And then also, if you look on the back too, for an entry-level vehicle, that's a very large trunk. And let's face it, I'm not just talking kids, because everybody can own this vehicle. But the college kids always have a lot of stuff in their trunk. Or our military folk always got a lot of gear. What you also have on this vehicle, and if you can just keep that camera right there for a second, what you got is 60-40 split seats. With the 60-40 split seats, you can still get that extra cargo in there. And what's nice about that is the fact you got to get something long in there, you got to get some snow skis, everything will fit in here. You see how easy it is to lift and put back. And then one little thing too, because Kia always likes to go that extra little mile, you got a little first aid kit in here. If something does happen on the road with your little ones or that single parent, you got, gauzes, you got Band-Aids, you got a bad bee sting, you do have a first aid kit. Now I'm gonna show you the inside of this vehicle. All right, hello, here we are. Now let me show you the inside. The first thing that I love when I talk about safety on the outside is safety on the inside. One thing that makes Kia go above and beyond Toyota and Honda, and I hate to keep saying that, but I do. Toyota and Honda have a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. Again, we got a 5-year 60 and a 10-year 100. So, I don't have to go there no more. When you put in reverse, yes, you got a backup camera. Well, look how clear that backup camera is. And the difference with this backup camera with Kia, it's integrated. So when you turn, you got your 2 lines that are showing you where you're gonna go, and you still have your 2 lines showing you exactly where you are. Now, another great thing about this vehicle is the air conditioning unit. It gets hot here in Alabama. If it's 105 degrees out, you're probably gonna have cold air within the next 40 seconds. It's gonna be blowing cold air as cold as you want it. Also on top of that too, you got a curtain airbags that go all the way around this vehicle. And yes, for the younger drivers, and I know the younger drivers because we all like our technology, simply by syncing up, this is gonna become your cell phone with your USB, which means you can get text, you can call. If you're that parent and something bad happened to family and you gotta text Junior, Junior doesn't have to take his hand off the wheel. Junior can just say, reply to text. Son, we have an emergency, we need you to come home right away. Okay, Mom, I'll be right there. And that'll come right back in text form. Because we all know that kids are supposed to listen to us by not texting, but you know what? It still happens. I see it every day on the road. So now, at least that's another safety net. Also, what I like about this vehicle too, is you do have a sport mode. If you come down and crank it over to the left, this thing actually acts like a stick. And with 120 horsepower on this light of a vehicle, this little booger will get up and go. And another thing I really like about this vehicle is the fact that you still got all power. You don't have the power seats. The seats are manual, but you got power locks. You got power windows. You still got cruise control. So for an entry-level vehicle, this has got to be first on your Christmas list. Well, again, I'm Curly. I hope you come down and drive one of these because once you drive it, you're going to own it. Merry Christmas.